My name is Simon Milestrup. I'm a system engineer here with Cloverland. I have been here, it'll be 10 years at the end of the month. We cover a wide range of departments and activities within the company. Any given week, we may be doing, sizing and planning for a new company that wants to come in. We'll be working on some protection systems just to make sure the system is stable. And then we're also, trying to do forward thinking and do planning and working on larger scale projects, building new substations and new lines to improve reliability and things like that. So any given week, it just really just depends on what's happening and what can go on. So really the biggest thing is just you have to be able to react. You have to be able to drop something you're working on at a moment's notice and kind of go along those lines and just kind of take things as they come. So my path through Cloverland with the training, a lot of it was on hands-on. I started working out as a substation tech out in the field. So a lot of training was hands-on, just getting involved with the company in the equipment that was out there. There's been other training where we've done, especially when it came to the mapping. There's been some training through our software provider, things like that. We have a software we use for modeling and system protection analysis. Had training specifically to that software. But I would say honestly, a lot of it is just learning as you go and learning from people who've done it before you and learning from the other people who work here. Whether it be the other substation crews or linemen or just a lot of other people. There's so many things that go on that there is no one course that's just going to cover it all. So it's really just being open-minded and willing to listen to people who have had the experience and kind of take those things and kind of learn from them. If you're interested in an engineering career, I would just say maybe don't zero in too early on where you think you may want to go. Keep an open mind. Your path may take you somewhere where you don't realize it. In some respects, being a little bit more broad scope even in your education can be helpful so that you don't feel like you have to go down one particular path, because you never know what's going to be out there. And then you'd be surprised at how your path can take you there, and it's not exactly what you thought, like in terms of what you need to be part of the job. Here I am, electrical engineer, but a lot of what I do is construction projects for developing substations and things like that. So my other work experience that wasn't always directly related really helped with that. So I would say the biggest thing is just keep your options open and just keep learning as much as you can and try things that maybe are a little bit outside what you think your scope is, because you just never know when they're going to come in handy. The most rewarding part about being an engineer is certainly the problem solving. It's I think anybody who has that trait or has that desire really enjoys the challenges, really enjoys overcoming things, finding solutions for things that maybe other people can't, and just being agile and and being able to react to things, and then ultimately seeing the solutions come to life and basically seeing a project come together and having that final product to show for it is one of the most rewarding things.